Good evening. It's a quick video on my mess of a Midlands garden. It's about, I don't know, 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock at night here, late July. And I'll walk through it. Here's our prairie patch. It's doing rather well. I might take some of it out next year. Big blue stem and little blue stem. I think maybe Indian grass in there too. My blackberry trellis, which I followed what they told me to do from an extension, is not working. As you can see, I tried to get the vines up on it, and every vine that I've put on it dies out. But as you can see here, my blackberries are doing fine, just not on the arbor or trellis. My rose is shut down for right now. I got wild asters everywhere. Buffalo berry. I thought I had datura up here, Jimson weed. It didn't pop up here, it popped up someplace else. I just moved this rando castor plant that I had in a pot, but then started to outgrow the pot, roots all the way through. Moved it up here. I accidentally killed a couple plants up here. You gotta know what you're doing before you weed whack. Come through here, another castor plant. I don't want those on my edge. Buffalo berry. Here's my new jujube, thorny. Plant it there because I wanted it there. I got some poppies popping up and finishing off, small ones. And then I have my locust hedge, which I need to cut back. But you can see here, I've tried to move some branches and they snap. They're real weak when they're real fresh. See that? But you can see I've twisted some of these down. I've bent them down so they'll grow low. I need to take off all this upper growth. Got a castor that I planted in the ground up here. Sweet potatoes, hazelnut. There's that infernal blackberry trellis, arbor, whatever you want to call it. More castor going up here. Those seeds actually overwintered. I had a castor plant last year, quite a few. They got huge, so I pulled them down, threw the dead plants into a pile because I figured I'd burn them later, never got around to it. And then I figured I had them all out. Well, come the spring, I started seeing these weak looking, I thought they were bean plants. They weren't bean plants, they were castor. They had gotten in the soil and reseeded through our winter. And then on the pile that I had, all these dead castor plants put up on, they sprouted. So they're over there growing. I did not realize they would reseed and make it through a zone 6A winter. Crazy, right? Things you learn. This overgrown mess. Back over here, sunflowers, because I did the sunflower challenge, what was that, 2 years ago? This was at one point all sunflowers. I think what we're gonna do, because we're getting old, my back hurts like the dickens. We're gonna relocate these gooseberry and jostaberry plants, and we're gonna take and get some wood chips and put a big old mound of wood chips here, and then we're gonna lay dirt over it, just backfill dirt, and put fully composted aged manure on top, and then plant strawberries. So instead of bending over in flatbeds, we'll have a big old mound, so I don't have to bend over as far. And the commercial farms do that from what I've seen out west, and it helps with aeration, water flow probably. They don't get boggy, and my back don't hurt. So here we have a wonderful, I love having a wild garden because I get to see a beautiful rattlesnake plantain plant in its full glory. I get to see lots of things in their full glory because I don't really weed hard. I need to, but needs and doings are two things. They're different a lot of times. There's another rose bush. I planted roses, and then I've got these working here. That's kind of the form I want. into that. I've been twisting branches up around one another. This one will either get chopped, step back some. This one will either get cropped or it'll get bent down. Like these here, I have these bent and twisted together. These are the golden currants, or not golden, yeah, clove currants from out west. I don't know how they're doing. They didn't fruit this year. This tangled mess is this tangled mess. I've got that walnut tree growing there. I think they're getting a little stressed because of the heat and crazy rains. Giant sunflower right there. And my mess of a greenhouse, which needs finished. I need to put the outside on. I got a bunch of material over here because I'm trying to finish it up. I've just been working so much and hot and tired. And my projects are my projects, and we have so many projects, it's hard to get anything done. I have a solar panel here for the fans, and I have not gotten the fans to work. They were working, and then they stopped working. So I'm not sure what happened there. Got a little prairie grass here. I think this is big blue stem. My mushroom compost pile, which is all spent mushroom blocks from a friend I have, then straw on top. That stuff's getting good. That's a separate pile all into itself. More of the locust right down the row there. My wonderful front end. The greenhouse, I don't know if I've talked about it before. Mostly recycled. Salvaged from a job I'm doing. So that's always good. Now, old water tanks in here. They'll be holding water as soon as I get them plugged. My ginger experiment. It's just kind of a messed up storage because as soon as it got hot, I kind of stopped coming over. We have my Satsuma citrus and my kumquats. And my sunflowers are falling over. Obviously, got a little dandelion growing in there. They like that stuff, don't they? Nope, definitely don't want whatever that is. And then this mess. I had started some stuff and I can't do rows very well. I'm learning. So my okra didn't come up. I got a few randoms out there, like that one there, come up. But so this plot, I wasn't sure what it was. I probably threw out some Nemogen mustards, and I was gonna cut them down, but then the bees were all over them, so I left them. So then I was like, most of my okra didn't come up. So I went through and I went ahead and just planted okra down through here. And it's doing well. I still got plenty of time. Planted lots of calendula. And then back here, these were waste beds. And I have auroch, which I really like, and mostly letting it grow out for seed. She's probably about ready to harvest seeds right now. I got carrots. I've really discovered that I like the Parisian round carrot a lot. I think it's a really good carrot. Got some squash I gotta spray some spinoside on. One amaranth, I've planted out like 2 seed packets or 3 seed packets. And I have one, and I don't even think I put it over here. I have lots of peppers growing back there. Where are they? Hard to see in the sea of green, isn't it? The little Parisian carrots are like a little globe, and they aren't deep rooted. They don't grow deep, so you can grow them in poor soil, which is this. It's all rocky. You can see here, get me up and moving. You can see here, this is all just that fill from that old trailer house that was here. So this was where everything got drugged back from up there, kind of ended up here, kind of missed out on some of the manure last year. We're reconfiguring that. But then I had a bunch, oh my lord, I had so many sweet potatoes, so I just went through and instead of having bare soil, I planted. He'll keep the weeds down, and maybe I'll get something. If not, they'll just compost right back into the soil. Planted lots and lots of calendula. I still got carrots I can bring in. These are all old pepper pot here, old pepper pot peppers. This is a Canaf. It did really well last year in the one little patch I had, but I planted it here. I'm working on growing Perillia shiso beefsteak plant. And this year I just kind of threw out lots of seeds that I was worried about whether they're gonna go or not. Had all kinds of randos, lots of weeds. This stuff is a weed, but the monarchs like it, so you gotta argue on that one. I have these rando, beautiful rando. Oh, there goes the mosquito truck, bane of my existence. These rando sorghum plants that came back. They're a white-headed one. My passion flower, that I planted one, and if you know passion flower, all you need to do is plant one. So this is supposed to be a path. It is not really a path anymore. And this one blew me away. Try not stepping on my sorghum or my okra. I planted this plant here is not nightshade, Jimson weed. That got planted all the way up there. Or maybe, it might have come in. Might be a moonflower. I don't know. It's a datura. I gotta verify. But I had planted them all up there. Leaves are good for asthma when they're dried. Bronchial dilator. Very important when you have asthma to have something outside of an inhaler in case you need it when you don't have the money to buy the damn thing, or it's just not available. So this popped up here. I thought it was an okra. When it first came up the leaves, I was like, that's a really weird okra, but I had some African varieties, so I thought, maybe. Well, it's not. It's that. So I'm not quite for sure. It might be a moonflower. They don't get that big though. The leaves or the flowers just aren't as big as what I remember my moonflowers being. So I had a bunch of waste space. I had onions laid out, but I had a lot of open space. This was all cilantro because I got this one variety of cilantro. I don't know what it is, but it grows really well. What do we have here? Somebody's holding on to some bugs. That's a... get that off there. Damn it, just killed it. Yeah, I've got a bunch of bare space. And I have okra coming up in some of the places I planted it. And the onions I need to rethrow. I threw out all these southern peas that I had harvested from last year and had not got them put up. I got busy, got sick, got busy, all the things. So I threw out all these southern peas to cover the ground. They're doing a good job. Of course, now I need to cut them back because they're getting involved in some stuff I don't want them involved in. But you know, live and learn, they make nitrogen. Obviously I need to harvest some onions, more onions. I planted out sets this year. Next year I think I'm going to give a try of seed, see if I can grow some. God only knows what will be happening next year, how much will be taxed out of existence up here in the lovely state of Illinois. My sea berries got hit by Japanese beetles. Japanese beetles did a pretty good number on them. And this one here, this one got hit hard, but Japanese beetles suck, but my plants are coming back. You can see some of the damage they did on the leaves, but they're coming back. Here's my new favorite plant, absolute new favorite plant, ground cherry. I had something happen with my taste buds, and my taste buds no longer taste sweet. Sweet tastes bitter and off. So the more, it's funny, it's ironic, the more synthetic the sugar, be it high fructose corn syrups, jelly beans, all those wonderful things, donuts, all the wonderful things. They taste like hell. Can't eat them. They're not worth even trying. But for some reason, these days, these delights, right there, those taste good. I don't know if it's I don't know why. Don't have any idea. Here's my beehive that needs straightened up because she's kind of listing. You can tell they're pretty hot. I have not checked on them in a while because every time I get over here, because of our days and just getting wiped out from the weather, it's either cloudy or it's getting dark. Not a good time to check your bees. I'm sure they're doing good. They're still alive. Look like there's a lot of them. That was a small swarm that I caught over there on one of those locusts. I think that locust right there. They were actually hanging on a branch. A little bitty swarm, and it's good enough for me. This was just corn. And then after I harvested it, I threw in just southern peas, just cover that soil, get some stuff going back in there. Since I used corn, I have southern peas. Looky, where'd they go? There they are. Right there. Those are them in their green bean stage. So if I wanted to, I could come over here and I can either cut them and just drop them as crop, as a green cover crop. I let them go to seed, reseed. I might do that and cut them, let them mulch back into the soil. This pecan, oops, that pecan is looking good. It's been so dang hot. I don't even want to be over here with my mower. There's another one of those randos. So the stuff that's in my path, I'm just kind of leaving it. We got the grapes. Grapes are looking good. I got one little cluster on the one. Not too worried about it. I'm sure it'll do fine. Gotta get that finished up. Lots of finishings on this garden. And the sweet Annie growing next to that. Kale. I got 3. Where's one? Raspberries. There's 2. Oh, look, there's one that's got some on it. Just planted those. I think those are the yellow. Ooh, I just saw a little critter. I got lots of little critters. Little voles and whatnot. That was a baby rabbit. Could be a baby rabbit. I got lots of little baby rabbits running around. So over here, whoopsie, kiwis are doing good. Climbing up the arbor like I like. Hot mess. It's always a hot mess. Some years it's just hotter than others. My Szechuan pepper, the prickly ash, got hit by the beetles. Threw some fruit though. Pretty happy about that. Waiting to see how that goes. However, here's that patch that I was telling you about with the castor beans. That was all compost, or they're supposed to be compost. They reseeded, so they're gonna hang out there. I get over here with a weed whacker and pruners, prune the hell out of all this. So here's one, the companion. So one's a John Show pepper, and the other's the Szechuan. This one's looking a little peaked, but it's holding in there. I thought about moving it. I haven't looked up to see what the problem is with it. More mess, more overgrown. It's too damn hot. There's the siding for my greenhouse, plus other things. There's my piece of carbonized cherry that needs to be turned into a garden sign. It's been rough. Been a rough year. The garden's just overgrown. There's a lazy gardener, and I can come through here and pull these mats Bale's hoof up, get those out of the way. I got 3 raspberries in this bed. Obviously lots of calendula, nasturtium. This was supposed to be bean pole arbor. I had to pole bean arbor. I had to plant 3 times. Planted a lot, and these are the only plants that took here. which this one's suffering from something. This is the first time I've been over here in like 3 or 4 days. It's so dang hot when I get here, and I've been working on my new to me car. So putting struts on has been taking precedence over coming over here, which 6 in one hand, half in the other, right? Get that grass out of there. Yeah, lettuces that have gone to seed here. That's an edible celosia that I ordered from True Love Seeds. And there's the beans. There's the southern peas. Here is all my nice, healthy blackberries. But then, if you put any part of them up on here, they die and die back. I don't understand. This was what the North Carolina Ag Extension said to do, and I did it, and every time I'd throw one up there, it'd fall. So I got cattle panels that I'm gonna put the cattle panels, take the wire down, put the cattle panels up, hopefully get the blackberries trained up it. This here, oh my goodness, that's a big one. This here is my Korean pepper patch. It's doing fairly good. A few onions I need to get out of there. A little weeding here and there, but it's looking pretty good. Trying to figure out the places that I can grow stuff. This was peas here. Those are peppers. Those were supposed to be running beans. I ordered from a company. I should have known, but it was a sponsor. Somebody sponsored one of the YouTube channels I watched, and they had cheap seed, and sure enough, cheap seed is cheap. I had dang near zero germination. Very unhappy. I ordered seeds thinking they were going to be great. I knew there wasn't that many in them, but you know, helping out a small company and helping somebody that I like on YouTube earn a little bit, you know, that's all good. But when you spend a bunch of money, even though it's not a lot, but you spend a lot of it, and you get zero results, is very disheartening. So I'm not going to say who it is unless you ask, which you probably won't, but I still stay 100%, always will, with Experimental Farm Network, True Love Seeds, Adaptive Seeds out of Oregon, Native Seed Research. I haven't planted any of their stuff this year. I did a couple years ago. Really liked what I got from them. True Leaf Market, for what it's worth. If you want bulk stuff, they got bulk stuff. Sista Seeds, Sistah Seeds. They have some really nice, unique seeds in their stuff. But yeah, this is the high holy mess of a garden, just growing along. Luckily, I'm not needing to have everything for food. Got a lot of southern peas. We'd surely enjoy a lot of southern peas. And I might cut them down. I might let them go. I've got one bed that I need to turn into a winter or fall beet bed. Get some golden beets going. And I got potatoes. Oh yeah, these 1, 2, 3 beds are potatoes, even though they're covered up with those southern peas. Those need dug out. It's just been so dang hot, and I've just been beat. My back's hurt, shoulders are all jacked up again, so just gotta get out here and do it. I think it looks okay for my garden. It's definitely doing. And that's all I can hope for. It's wild. I got bees, I got pollinators, obviously I've got birds. I think the goldfinches are out. They're eating up all the seeds there. But it's probably one I wanted to keep too. I might need to look at that. Like I said, I've just been not getting out here. I'm just too wore out at the end of the day when it's so hot and rough on us. I might have to get that head down though. That head looks like one I want seed from. But yeah, there's an update on the garden. My buddy Jason Avers inspired me to do it, since he had doing some stuff that I was like, wait a minute, I did that. I also have a random tatsoi, which I love. I love the randomness of it. I will probably have a lot of arugula growing if it reseeds. And you gotta love that. Y'all have a beautiful night. Stay hydrated out there. Hopefully we'll talk to you sometime before the next 6 months here. Have a good night now. Bye.